Michael Jackson was seen as a nice guy, at least. But while the world saw a saint-like innocence, behavioral analysts look closer at how those very traits can sometimes mirror specific grooming patterns. According to Lanning, an FBI special agent with 30 years of experience investigating crimes against children, the nice guy offender who seems to love children and are child magnets are less likely to be recognized as offenders. Parent guardians who desperately want their children to succeed may often even push their children toward these types of offenders. Being nice has little to do with being an offender, except that it increases the likelihood of being able to commit the crime and get away with it. Nice guy offenders often have an overwhelming need to convince themselves their behavior isn't harmful, with some even believing they are entitled to this because of the good works they do. They may use philanthropy as a virtue signal, donating millions to child-related causes to create a socially acceptable cover. These are strategic moves that provide convenient access to vulnerable children and a shield of public trust. Grooming can consist of using gifts, attention, and/or status to lower a victim's inhibitions. Offenders often seduce the parents first to gain the trust needed for increased access. Once that trust is secured, the offender relies on the facade of fun and games to manipulate children into inappropriate acts, hidden behind a reputation built on massive calculated generosity. Victims who are seduced or engaged in compliant behavior are less likely to report their victimization. In fact, they're more likely to return voluntarily to be victimized again and again. Younger children may believe they did something wrong or bad and are afraid of getting into trouble. Older children may be ashamed and embarrassed. Some victims not only do not disclose, they often vehemently deny it happened. This is where it gets really disturbing. Outside of grooming, Lanning states some PD files might act out their fantasies in legal ways by simply talking to or watching victims and later self-pleasuring. Some might pleasure themselves with dolls and mannequins that resemble children. This has been the second episode of my series, The Legend of Michael Jackson PDF Protection. If you haven't seen the first episode, it'll be linked right down here. Next, I'll discuss why money is the root to all evil in regards to Michael Jackson's allegations. Till next time.